What is going on, Mavs fans? And man, oh man, today was a beautiful day. As many of y'all know, I, of course, record these at night and then send them in to be published, the next day. Uh, and then Fan Arc, of course, verifies them, puts them out. So I'm sorry that I couldn't get my take on everything out sooner to y'all. And y'all have already had 24 hours of takes going your way. But I do want to chime in just a little bit and then we'll kind of get off the subject. Of course, you see a virtual background now, and the Lavaliers back. Got called into work. We're at a different site this time, so no lake for me to go sit by or conference room for me. I'm in a little box, but we're still going to be bringing you our take. And I've got my notepad that you'll see me look at, and I have my computer right over here, so you'll see me look over at the screen every now and again. But we also have a game coming up. The first game, we'll look into that one as well. But we'll jump right into the firing and go through that. Of course, Nico Harrison fired by the Mavericks. I don't think it's a surprise to anybody. We did talk about it, that it was rumored that it was going to be like Christmas, New Year's Eve time. Was the rumors going around? But now it's actually come out that before the Bucks game, that Dumont actually had a closed door meeting with Rick Welts, who we do know is the CEO, and also he brought in Mark Cuban, who has been adamant that had he still been the owner, the Luka deal would not have happened. And even Shams has come out and said that it was 100% Nico, that Patrick Dumont had to be convinced to trade away Luka, and this was all Nico's doing, trading Luka. So basically, they were saying that Patrick Dumont didn't have a lot of experience with NBA teams, so he comes in and he sees that we've been to the Western Conference. He sees us go to the finals. He sees it as this is the roster that Nico built. Nico knows what he's doing. Whatever Nico says is going to be gospel. He doesn't see it as Luka drug us to the finals. And so when at first Nico goes up to him to talk about the trade, Dumont laughs at him, laughs it off. But slowly over time, Nico shows him he's serious and talks to him about it and convinces him to sign off on the deal. Fast forward to today, 44 games since the trade, and we are 16-28 losing record since the trade. And one of those key pieces of defense wins championships was, of course, Anthony Davis. And Anthony Davis has only played in 14 games for us out of those 44. So 30 games he has missed since becoming a Maverick last season. So not very good. We'll run down some of the big red flags on why Nico got fired. I'm pretty sure you've been hearing them, but of course the Luka trade, the worst trade in sports history going on, at least the worst trade in NBA history, if not sports history. He lets Jalen Brunson and Derrick Jones Jr. walk. He doesn't extend either one of those. Quentin Grimes, he trades for and then trades him away for Caleb Martin, who was injured at the time. Let's not forget Anthony Davis was injured at the time. So both of those guys come in injured. And of course, if you know me, you know I'm not a Caleb Martin guy. I hated it when we got this guy. I don't even know why he's still on the team. I don't even know why he's still in the NBA. There's other better people out there. Firing Casey Smith, who is hands down the best trainer in the NBA, and letting that training staff go destroys our flexibility. We own this year's first round draft pick, and then we're screwed for the next few years. Now, I know he let Kristaps Porzingis go, and we didn't really get crap back for him. It was a bad contract, unfortunately, that we had Kristaps on. So it's a double-edged sword. We didn't get crap back for him. He goes on to Boston, averages like 20 points or something like that for Boston, helps them win a championship. And yeah, really nice us. You know what I mean? Like, hurts us. But it was a bad contract that we didn't really need to be sitting on. So it's kind of a double-edged thing there. We're glad we got off of that contract, but it sucks that we gave up a player that went on to do good things that I thought him and Luka was a good pairing. Of course, forcing Mark Cuban out of operations. Cuban has said if he could go back and redo the deal and define his role better, he 100% would. Just unfortunately, time doesn't work that way. He publicly questioned Luka's work ethic, which of course alienated him, made him feel like he didn't want to, like there's a rift there in the team, causing the rift in the locker room, which became very public, and then of course led to the trade of Luka Doncic, and also alienating Dirk Nowitzki, the savior of the Mavericks. You know what I mean? The guy that we look at as a true hero for the Mavericks. Sorry, one of the work phone going off. So all those reasons are why, of course, he was let go. Bringing in Kyrie, cool. Bringing in PJ, cool. Yeah, he did a few good things, but the few good things that he did just doesn't overshadow all the bad that he's done. And so that's why he goes away. Of course, Patrick Dumont puts out the letter, and basically he just is saying that without coming out and saying that he screwed up, says he screwed up, apologizes to the fan base, says he wants to kind of make things right with this fan base. And I know the rumor going around is we're now going to sell the team chance. And I'll be 100% honest. I hope we don't hear those chants, because I don't see a world where the Almonds sell this team. Is there a world where Patrick Dumont doesn't run the Mavs? That's a more feasible role or world. And that's something I've talked about is, I don't feel like he should run the team because he doesn't have a basketball mind. Of course, Michael Finley, we're going to, both gentlemen that we've talked about potentially being GMs, will be interim GMs. And Dumont has said that he's actually looking at potentially going and hiring a firm to find the new GM for the Mavericks, because, well, he doesn't have a basketball background. So he needs to get outside sources to help with the search. Of course, there's a ton of names going around right now. We'll have to wait and see on who the Mavs decide to go with. That's at least my take on everything. I'm glad it happened. Should have happened a long time ago. I do want to say this. I see a lot of people joking around, talking about, oh, the Lakers are going to sign him. And I've seen some Lakers fans saying that, yeah, like we should bring him over here. That would be the stupidest thing to do if you're the Lakers. Like, could you imagine what would go through Luka's head if the Lakers hire him? I think Luka would want out of LA. Then Luka would force his way out of the Lakers. So I don't see that happening. Hopefully, Nico Harrison is done in the NBA and he can go sell Skechers. Uh, I've also seen some Lakers fans saying that they now hope AD reaches a buyout with the Mavericks or the Mavericks trade him back because the Lakers now want him back over there. Lakers fans want him back over there. I've seen multiple people posting about that. And if y'all are ready to give up Reeves and some stuff, you can have AD back. You just let us know. Uh, I have no qualms about it. AD going away. Moving on from that, the Mavericks back at home still at the AAC. We welcome in the Phoenix Suns, and oddly enough, the matchup predictor, according to ESPN Analytics, the Mavericks 54% favorites to win this game. Uh, I'm I don't per se see it. Devin Booker right now is shooting 51% from the field, averaging 28 points per game. So that is going to be a tough road because this team has started to click, honestly. And yeah, we're still no Kyrie, no Dante Exum, no Derek Lively, no Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis listed as a game time decision, Derek Lively game time decision. But it's more than likely we're going to be without those guys again. Phoenix averaging 117 points per game. The biggest thing, though, man, they're averaging 10 steals a game. So they're actually what we want to do, steal and run and get in transition. That's what they do. 28 assists is their average compared to our 24. They're on a 3-game win streak. They're finally hitting their stride. They're 5-5 right now. I'm sorry, they're 6-5 right now on the 3-game win streak. And just, like I said, they're playing the basketball that we wish we could play. I don't see us beating them, but hey, I didn't see us beating Milwaukee, and we almost pulled that off. So always a puncher's chance with this team. Hopefully everything will click. And the big thing though, what moves do you see the Mavericks making as now Nico's gone? So now it's clean up the mess time. So let me know what moves you see. I see a lot of people talking about the Bulls and saying Kobe White and Vucevic should come over. We should try and trade AD there because AD from Chicago, and everybody's saying he'll want to go home. But why would the Bulls do that trade? We'd have to throw some. I think we would have to throw some extra into that. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Shout out to you guys, always tuning in, always commenting, dropping the likes. Love you guys. Thank y'all. Don't forget Fanfare Friday, as always, will be coming up soon. So start dropping your thoughts and opinions, and we'll react to those every Friday. Until next time, guys. Peace.